Cock 45 here. Ooh, isn't that sweet? Let's shoot this 30-06 Model 70 at something. How about some pot? Wee doggies. I wounded him. I wounded him that time. Let's wound the other one. Oh yeah, oh look at that smoke. We smoked that pot, didn't we? That's actually dust, I guess. How about a red plate over there? Boom, 30-06, hits pretty hard. And just to show you, I'm gonna take out that Kentucky 2-liter. It'll go right through the plastic, I guarantee you. See? Right through the plastic. Pretty amazing. A beautiful rifle. Please excuse me if I do a little slobbering today. I should have worn a bib. Beautiful. Man. And don't forget too that the Model 70 is the rifleman's rifle. Okay, that's what it was called. It's, yeah, I can start a lot of arguments, I guess. Other than the Mauser, which of course it borrows heavily from, it might be the most popular rifle of the 20th century, and still, you know, because it's basically like the Mauser, the early Mauser bolt, you know, the control feed and the big extractor and all that. It's just kind of took the Mauser and sporterized it in a beautiful fashion, you know, I guess you could say. But I'm not a Model 70 expert. There are books and books and books written on it, and just a wonderful rifle. I guess it's a little weird, someone who doesn't even hunt like myself, to be so fond of a rifle like this. But you know, I mean, you know, like a lot of you, if you really enjoy firearms and you have an appreciation for what goes into them, the history of them, as far as anything, a car or whatever, yeah, you just can't help but appreciate a fine piece of machinery that works well, that's ergonomic, and you know, has ties, you know, back to the Mauser, the wonderful Mauser action, and they're just a great rifle. And I will link to the first video on this where I talked about this specific pre-war model, you know, that I found in Tulsa. You get that metal butt plate. This one again was made in 1940. All right, and it even has the clip loading slot there. That's so cool. It's so cool. It's just a neat rifle. It reminds me, as I think I said before, of my '03 Springfield. Just load it like you're in combat. I'm trying to save the clips, otherwise I could just let it fall. Let's take out this target here, this paper target. It's going to be a tough shot, but I'm going to try to put one right in the middle. Otherwise known as the bullseye, right? Again, 30-06. Some of you may not be aware. 30-06 is a pretty powerful round. You can bowl with it. See? You can open 2 liters with it. What else can you do? You can knock steel around. Like, let's try that red plate on the left. Boom. Man, and that's a heavy plate. It really moved it. No, you can just feel the recoil and feel that hard impact. That sounds silly, but I shot steel with a lot of different firearms, and I can tell when it hits it hard. You can just sort of feel that. So not a lot of extra recoil. 30-06, nothing dramatic, doesn't hurt you. This is a chapter 2. We've shot this before, and as always, this is one of those firearms that some of you would never have forgiven me if I'd gotten it out, the ammo, the firearm, and everything, but left you all away and not brought you along. You would have been so mad at me. Some of you really would have, if you found out I'd been shooting it, right? On such a beautiful evening. The lighting is fine, and it would have been easy to photograph or to record. Yeah, you really would have. So we're going to load it up again. Before we do, again, let me remind you of the support we get from APMEX, the American Precious Metals Exchange, where you can get literally anything regarding bullion, coins, even jewelry, all sorts of cool things. Check out their website. There's a link in our description. It'll take you to it, and it just like opens up fantasy land if you're interested in precious metals at all, anything like that. So atmex.com, or go to the website, or excuse me, go to the description. They'll be on our website when we get that done. All right, Model 70, this is the one. I'll link to the first video where I told you a little bit about it, and how it was a pre-war model, and I found it in Tulsa. 1940 was a very good year. They started making these in about 1937, I think. And the thing I pointed out before was kind of cool. I thought instead of 30-06 on the barrel, it says 30 government .06. So, because this was a government, a military cartridge. Ooh, military style cartridge sounds dangerous, extra dangerous. Bullets are dangerous, but that makes it sound extra dangerous, doesn't it? So anyway, I hate to clue in our anti-gun friends, but yeah, guns are dangerous. Ammo, bullets are dangerous. That's the whole point of the Second Amendment. If they weren't dangerous, the Second Amendment would mean nothing, right? All right, let's shoot something. And this was one of the early models with the flag safety, which, they changed that later because it made it a little more problematic, mounting scopes and things, and they didn't even drill and tap the back part. So it's an early model. One thing I liked about it, has the, iron sights on it, because I didn't really want to scope this one out anyway. Well, I scoped it out and found it, in a manner of speaking, but I'm not going to put a scope on this one. I am going to shoot that cinder block, though. Speaking of dust, how about the one beneath it? Sorry, cowboy, we splattered you, didn't we? That's a way of getting the cowboy. Can't shoot the cowboy this close, obviously, with a centerfire rifle, but we can throw some cinder at him. It's actually concrete, I guess. And we can also do some bowling, because it's legal. Woo! Look at those guys back there. I should have some of these clips of ammo in my pocket, shouldn't I? A true combat veteran would. So I'll stick a couple of those in my, I don't know if I'll shoot all those, but I do like the fact that it takes the clip. Most people have these, obviously, as hunting rifles, if not everybody, unless they're just target shooting with them. So the clip feed is not that big a deal to them, because they didn't really do that after World War II, except I think on some of the national match models, and on some of the target models I read. So anyway, for whatever that's worth. But it's a nice convenience if you're just out shooting and plinking like I'm doing. Oh, look at the dust still hovering. Huh. Let's swing that bowling pin. Probably knock it off. Must be kind of rotten. Yeah, slightly. I see another two-liter that needs hit. Oh, man. Oh, look what I see over there on the barrel. I see another concrete block. Yep, 30-06 will take care of most problems. It really will. Oh, you know what I'm going to have to do again? Sorry, John, but I don't even think about that when we set these up. But I see those two are lined up, those two 2-liters. So let's see if we can take them both out. And, just in the interest of saving ammo. All right. We saved a bullet, Federal. Do you appreciate that? No, they don't care. They know we're going to shoot this stuff. That's why they provide it. So I may shoot a couple more times. It's just such a nice evening. And this is one of those firearms, I keep it kind of in front of one of my gun safes, and I end up needing to move it often to get something else out, perhaps. And every time I pick it up, I'm just reminded of it. I'm sure you have firearms like that, and you you have that same thing crosses your mind when you pick it up to move it or whatever. that, oh man, what a nice rifle. I wish I was shooting it today, or I need to get it out and shoot it some more. So that crosses my mind pretty often with this rifle, and it's just really a sweet one, no doubt about it. You know, that's the thing about shooting, as I preach to you, pretty often. There's nothing hardly more fun than a 9mm pistol, or a even a 9mm carbine, an AR-15, an AK. There's so many cool firearms to shoot and enjoy, and this is one of those. Doesn't fire a lot of rounds, and it doesn't have a magazine that holds 30 rounds or anything like that, or even 10, but there's just not much more enjoyable to shoot than shooting a quality bolt-action rifle, or even an average bolt-action rifle. It's just neat. If you've not discovered that in your shooting career yet, some of you maybe you don't even own a gun yet. I hear from a lot of people, of course, watch your videos, that are interested in getting into firearms, you know, when they're old enough, or in a couple of years, and that sort of thing. And when you're younger, some of those other things tend to be more exciting looking and everything, but don't neglect good old revolvers or things like this, because they're a lot of fun as well. So, all right, let's load him up. One more time. Oh, I almost forgot that old container there. It has some problems. That's why I'm shooting it, and it's going to have even more problems right now. I don't know what a 30-06 will do to it, but I think it's full of water. And why don't we just see? Where should I shoot it? About the middle? Okay. Oh man, that took care of it. I didn't have my ears on, and you know, that really wasn't, it didn't hurt my ears. No. All right, we got a few more left. Take out that paint can, a couple of bowling pins, one over there, and that's it. That's it. So a good old Model 70. I will confess, I probably will get it out and shoot it without inviting you. You know, you've been here for 3 videos with it. You know, I think we did a long range, or a range 2 video. Now we've done a chapter 2, and we may do some other things with it at some point. But you know, I just can't invite you every single time. Sorry, but you are able to pull up these videos and watch them again, right? They're always up there. But we'll bring it out for you again at some point. It's just too nice a gun, too nice a rifle not to shoot, and even to invite you out occasionally. Yeah. So I know those of you who appreciate a fine bolt-action rifle, I'm not really telling you anything, and I don't need to convince you, do I? Because anybody who is into firearms very much knows the Model 70. That's simple. Good old Model 70. And the rifleman's rifle, and this one goes back to the good old days when they made things like they should, right? I think it's a pre-64, 1940. Is that pre-64? I'll call my folks up in Kentucky, but I think that's pre-64. And so that, if so, that would make this a pre-64 model, as well as a pre-war model, having been made in 1940. So we'll get that figured out for you. And glad you came by. It's been a lot of fun, and appreciate your support. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok 45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.